the title of this video is Count It All Joy. Last night, I had a lot on my mind. Of course, the kids have been sick, and and if you're in the house for very long without much help, I mean, my husband's helped when he's been home from work, but I'm just saying, when it's just constant cleaning up, having to do laundry, having to clean the kids up. My daughter, she was throwing up and things yesterday, and then 2:30 in the morning, and it's just been a mess, and that's just part of life. But everybody was asleep, and last night I just began to pray, and I opened up the Bible, actually on my phone I got it out, my Bible app, but I just began to read, because James, sometimes I don't know where to turn. More times than not, I'll just be honest with you, I don't know where to turn. Lord, speak to me. What can I read of your word? Lord, that's going to comfort me, that's going to challenge me, that's going to strengthen me and draw me closer to you. Speak to me, Lord. But I open up James because I know it to be a book that I absolutely love. And I just begin to read. My brethren, this is chapter 1, actually verse 2 here. Count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations. So I was, of course I'll read more there, but as I was saying, I've been dealing with some anxiety more. It's like increased lately. Some things I thought I got over, some things have been coming back. I have noticed, I've been more aware of this. And I don't think for 1 minute that it's not a tool of the enemy, a tactic that he is using, some things he's using up against me. I can't even talk tonight the right way. But I was reading this, and I began to feel such a great comfort and a peace come over me. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations. I mean, I could just feel the peace of the Lord, and I began to smile. And I was like, I began to think about not just the anxiety thing, but different things that I've been facing, different things that I've been tempted with. And temptation doesn't have to just be these horrible things, but it's, just the temptation to doubt, to fear, to be lured into things that isn't God's best for us, and the Bible talks about how all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, that's tempting. It's tempting to want to experience all those things. And I tell you, and I've found myself at a crossroads many times, like, which way should I go, Lord? Lord, I know that you've been speaking to me. I know that you've got a call on my life. I know that you're wanting more for me. And so, God, I've been trying to follow you. But then I come to this place, and all of a sudden, all these pressures begin to come. Of course, when we're doing anything for the Lord, there will be opposition. But it's like we can go this way or go that way, and not that it's even, just out of deliberate disobedience, but it's just trying to figure this thing out. And thank God he's merciful and patient with us, but I have found myself experiencing the pressures, experiencing the temptations, experiencing this opposition. But my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. You feel the pressure. You maybe when you're by yourself or you're in your own comfort of your home or wherever, sometimes going through the same old routine in life, and sometimes maybe your vision gets blurred. You don't see the goal that you have been reaching towards in the Lord. You maybe you've got a little discouraged or lost your sight or something, and it is so easy, to just begin to dwell on the things that you're facing. But I'm telling you, I like where it says, but let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. These things that are coming up against you and I, all these pressures. This is what I've been thinking on, and especially after praying and feeling his peace come over me. All these things, it's not by coincidence. It's not just something that's just happening. Oh, the enemy wants to take me out. He wants to take you out. He wants to get me off track. But the Lord also, He's trying us, He's testing us, He's molding us. And we have to learn to tune in to what He is saying. This thing in front of us, or the thing that we are in right now, the thing that we're facing, these trials, these things that may be either a mountain we've been going around, or this new issue that we've never faced before. All of these things that are coming from every side, these temptations, these people that all of a sudden are coming against us, people maybe we thought was going to be there, just from so many angles. You see an army around you, but in the midst of it all, the Lord, I'm telling you, if we hand the reins over to Him, and just surrender, the Lord will begin to strip things off. He will begin to give us wisdom. He will begin to take things that is not of Him, and He is molding us to be more like Him. And so we've got to count it all joy. We can count it all joy, because Scripture tells us that when we fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. I hear people all the time say, don't pray for patience, like a joke, Why not? I get what they're saying, and I don't really want to pray for it either, to be honest with you. But I find myself praying that, and then all of a sudden these things start happening, and I'm like, God, what happened? But it ain't that we're not supposed to pray for it. And, do we want more of the Lord? Do we want to be close to Him? Do we want to be made, and chiseled and made more like Him? Do we want to do His will? Or do we want to just half-heartedly do stuff? And I'm saying this is a message I've been preaching to myself. This is something, I talked about anxiety a lot at the beginning of this video, but it all comes down to this. God, take my mind. Take my desires. Everything that is not of You. Everything that is good but is not best, let me experience more of You, God. Let me not resist the things You're trying to do in my life to make me perfect and entire, wanting nothing.